You guys asked, so wait a second. You guys asked, so... Oh my gosh, I'm already screwing this up. Hey guys, what's up? My name's Olivia, and first of all, I just have to tell you, you guys are literally the best human beings on the face of this entire planet. Because my last video was thanking you for 1,000 subscribers, and now I'm here to thank you for 2,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers in a week is like awesome, and I'm so excited that this channel is growing and can't wait to see where it's going, so thank you. Speaking of you, if you're a YouTuber or a blogger or a photographer, or if you write poems or write stories or draw pictures, basically if you're a human being, stay tuned until the end of the video because I have something so awesome that is going on that I want to tell you about. I'll leave instructions and information about it down below, but I'll also tell you at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Alright, let's get started. So when I was a wee little tot doing my wee little tot thing, okay, I was in like 4th grade, but forget that. I used to walk to school every single day. I was in 4th grade, my sister was in 2nd grade. We would just walk across the street and then walk around this little corner where there was just like this huge flower bed, which even in the middle of the winter, those flowers were still blooming. They were on a mission. Anyway, so we'd walk to school every single day and we started seeing this old man at the corner where the flower beds were. And you guys liked how I described the guy in my last catfish video, so I'll try to describe this guy here today. He was like this old man with like a crook in his back, and he had a cane, and he wore like, this is the weird part, he wore like a trench coat. Like, I'm talking face to floor trench coat. And he had like, not a fedora, but not like a top hat. He had like an old man's hat. You guys know what I mean, like an old man's hat. I don't know what it's called. So he wore this old man's hat like over his face, plus with the trench coat like up here. I had no idea what his face looked like, but I still knew what he basically looked like. He was just like this old innocent man with a crook in his back. Like, what was he gonna do? Thump me on the head with his cane and his old man hands? Like, come on, give me strength. Like, I was not afraid of this guy. And being all covered up like that was not unusual. I used to live in Wyoming, and if anyone lives there or has ever been there, it's freezing like all the time, and so everyone was kind of bundled up and dressed like that, so I didn't think anything of it. So we saw him like every single day for probably 2 weeks, I would say, every single day on our way to school without fail. It didn't matter if we left early, it didn't matter if we were running late, it did not matter. He was at that same corner every single day. So fast forward to the 2 or 3 weeks that we saw him. I had this best friend in elementary school, and she went to counseling, which I'm not even sure why she went to counseling. All I know is that at this time when all this was going on, she did not want to go anymore, but her parents were still making her. So we figured everything is better together, right? So she asked me if I would go to counseling with her. And mind you, this is like school counseling, so at our school we had just one counselor, and she would come throughout the day. Like, I think my friend went on maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays or something like that, and she would come and grab you from your class for like half an hour and you would go to counseling. So my friend asked if I could go with her, and the counselor said yes. So I went with her one day, and the counselor first, as soon as we get in there, immediately asks me, "So Olivia, what are you doing in here? Like, is there something wrong? What's going on in your life with your family, friends? Why are you here?" I froze. I didn't know what to tell her. I didn't have an answer. I had no reason I was there besides that I just wanted to get out of class and I wanted to be with my friend. So I just like blurted out this whole thing about this old man, how we saw him every day, and I told her that he was like so creepy and he was always there and he's always covered up and I don't really know what he looks like, but he's creeping me out. I am going on and on about this old man, and like none of it is true. I wasn't afraid of this guy. I felt so bad, and afterwards I just remember my friend and I talking about like, oh my gosh, Olivia, you just told the biggest lie. You're gonna get this old man in trouble. What were you thinking? I wasn't. I was not thinking, obviously. So the counselor ended up telling me that she was kind of a little worried about this and that she was going to send the cops to follow me to school. So I'm thinking like, okay, my parents don't even know I'm here at counseling. Like, what am I going to do when they see the cops picking me me up to go to school. Like, this is a disaster. What am I gonna do? But it turned out not to be like that at all. The police just kind of casually patrolled the neighborhood as my sister and I walked to school, and that happened for a couple of days. I don't exactly remember how long they were patrolling the area, but they did for probably about a week. So as the police are doing their job patrolling, kind of scoping out who this guy is, they start to think that something's a little fishy too. Like, it's this guy that's just kind of waiting there for these girls, slowly talking to them more and more every day. Like, he's all covered up. Something's fishy here. So the cops stop him one day, and I never heard anything after that. So end of story. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. Okay, take a breath. Just kidding. So I really actually never did hear anything after that until years later when we were at dinner just kind of talking about old memories and funny things that happened. And I was telling my parents, like, remember that one time I lied about going to counseling, and yeah, so funny. Remember that? And our parents told us that, oh, by the way, we didn't want to tell you when you guys were super little, but that old man wasn't an old man at all. What? Not only was he not an old man, but he had a gun. He had a gun! And he had some rap sheet of like sexual offenses or something. I don't know what that guy had in store for me and my little sister, but all I know is that God works in mysterious ways, because I like wasn't even supposed to be in counseling at first. I lied about this creepy old man. I wasn't creeped out by him at all. Like, if none of that whole counseling thing with my friend happened, I don't even know where I would be. But that was my story of how I almost got kidnapped or died, or who knows what would have happened. Okay, so I don't even know how to like transition into this smoothly, but on to the magazine portion. Alright, so ever since I started this channel, I really wanted it to be about just kind of like helping people. And like I said in my last video, I know that sounds so cheesy. I know I'm on this channel, obviously, but I want this channel to be more about you guys. I mean, I wouldn't be growing this quickly if it wasn't for you, right? So I wanted to do lots of collabs and shoutouts and all of those types of things, but I also really wanted to create something that can showcase your talents and your work and things that you do in your life. And I figured a magazine would be perfect for that. It doesn't have to be just about beauty or just about like moms or just about YouTubers or bloggers or whatever you do. It's a little bit of everything. Just like this YouTube channel and my blog and all of my other social media, it's my happy place, and I want it to be your happy place too. So I created this magazine where it's kind of like all good things in life collide. That's a good slogan. I could use that. It's gonna have a cool little gallery of someone's Instagram being featured, and then a link back to your Instagram. Same with Facebook and Twitter. It's only gonna have one of my posts, and then the rest of it is gonna be your guys' posts. You can send me your blog posts, you can send me your YouTube videos, you can send me a picture you drew or an awesome photo that you took, you can send me a poem or a song or whatever you want the world to see. So the reason that this magazine is different is because lots of people that do kind of magazine or guest posting types of things, they usually have you send in like your post, and then they'll feature it on their blog, and then they'll get all the traffic from it. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm not into taking over the world and it all being about me. I want it to be all about you. So it's always going to be linking back to you and to your website and to your YouTube channel and things like that. But if you don't have a YouTube or a website or blog or whatever, don't worry. You can still send in posts and I'll feature it in the magazine, and then thousands of people will still be able to see it. Not only that, but whoever's featured in the magazine, okay, so the magazine's going to be published on a Monday, and so Monday through Sunday, everyone that's featured that week is going to be promoted on my Twitter and my Instagram and my Facebook and here on my YouTube channel and on my Pinterest and Pinterest boards and all over every kind of social media that I have. Between all of those, as well as my email newsletter for my blog, I have almost 10,000 people following me, which means you have the chance of 10,000 people seeing you and your work. You can only send in 3 posts a week, but you can send in 3 posts every single week if you want to. It's not one of those things where it's like, oh, sorry, you missed your shot. Oh well. And you can be featured more than once, so I think that's awesome. So to enter, there's an email down below and there's also instructions. I just need your name, if your project has a title, the title of it. I need a link to some sort of social media that you want me to spread it to, and like I said, if you don't have one, that's perfectly fine. And I need whatever you're submitting. It's as easy as that. If you want to be featured in the very first issue of the magazine, make sure you send in those emails. And of course, I'll email you back letting me know if you have been accepted into this week's feature, and I will give you links for you to send out to all of your family and friends whenever the magazine is published, so that you can say like, hey, guess what? I just got published in an online magazine. What? Yes. You're that awesome. Alright, this video is getting way too long, so like I said, there's more information about all of it below. I'm going to be making a video specifically about the magazine, so stay tuned and make sure you subscribe to see that. Give this video a thumbs up if you like story time videos, and if you think that this magazine thing is awesome. I kind of wanted to do a different sort of concept for my channel, so I hope you guys like it. And make sure you leave me a comment letting me know if you do like it, or some maybe suggestions or other kind of recommendations that you would like to give me to help better all of this. Alright, I think that's it. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye!